for your insights on behalf of your campaigns. Well, of course, the rest of the UK has a huge interest in this vote, but doesn't have a vote. Maybe it has a bit of a voice, though. Let's go over and hear Ed Thomas in York and the views of some people there. Ed.
Yes, Gavin, we've moved inside now. We've come to the exhibition. It's one of the traditional pubs here in the centre of York. Big debate where you are, big questions to be asked tonight. But south of the border, questions here too. We're joined by Steve Clarkson, a writer. And you've been blogging on this issue, haven't you? You've been putting your own thoughts on it because a Yorkshireman who was living in Scotland for 5 years. What was your take on this?
Well, it took me a long time to make up my mind because I have quite a few friends still north of the border. But in the end, I think the answer has to be yes to independence, just because I think the economic arguments are quite inconclusive on both sides, on the Yes Scotland and Better Together side. But politically, I don't think there's much of an argument to be had. I think the fact that there's only one Conservative MP in Scotland, and yet its Parliament is under the authority of the UK Tory-led government, I think that is quite unfair. And also, I think in terms of diplomacy, it would be great for us to cooperate as international allies rather than bitter nations, bitter neighbouring nations.
But these are the thoughts of a Yorkshireman who spent 5 years in Scotland. Yeah. But many people in Scotland are proud to be part of the Union, are proud to be part of Great Britain. They want to keep that together.
Yeah, that's true. The polls are quite close. I think it's going to be a very close call. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I think it's exciting. It'd be exciting to be part of history in Scotland, and I think while it is sad that some feel that they have to break up the United Kingdom, I think it's an exciting time in history to have the chance to remodel your democracy in some way.
Now, you've also been looking at more power as well to the regions. We've heard call for more devolution for places like Yorkshire. Yeah. Is that something you'd go along with?
I think so. I don't think any harm can come from it, definitely not. I think if you were to look at Yorkshire, for instance, most people would call it a region or a county rather than a country like Scotland. But it's got the same sort of sense of identity, it's got a big economy, it's got a very refined culture. I think some people, if Scotland does vote yes, will be saying, oh, if Scotland can do it, why can't we? And why can't we stand on our own 2 feet? Okay. I think we can.
Okay, Steve, thank you for joining us tonight. So, big night north of the border, and questions here too about England's role in the Union.
Ed, thanks very much. Ed Thomas in York. Well, that's all for